Welcome back to First Things First. We've got like a Hall of Fame table here. Joined by Isaiah Thomas. Thanks for being. And you just got back from LA?
Just got back from LA, but I'll tell you this. I watched the three-point shootout contest. Don't nobody shoot it better than you.
Oh.
Don't nobody shoot it. I mean, it's the real shooter here.
Wow.
The real shooter.
This is the thing. Zeke, I knew that. I had Nick so worked up yesterday because I just talked about one-on-one and everything.
Right.
I was going to get it down to some horse or pig or something because I knew she'd be able to handle that. But you messed up some money of mine.
I'm curious why you're trying to put me in it. You're the one that had all these college scholarships. You're the one that followed Zeke around Indiana. Why aren't you in it? Because you're the Hall of Famer.
You don't see sucker on your forehead?
Oh.
It's a sucker.
Not having it.
I knew he would go for it.
Isaiah, what did you think? The new All-Star formats? What did you think of it? How did you think it went?
I thought it went great. And, you know, we call it the new All-Star format. But for us who have played pickup a lot, right, that's the old format, right? This is how we play. So when we go to court, it's like, I got you. And I thought it worked out great. I thought the game was exciting. I thought it was competitive. And I thought LeBron James did a good job in terms of setting the tone, in terms of this is how we're going to play, this is how we're going to be. And I also think they heard the backlash from last year from the fans and all of us saying, hey, this is not what an All-Star game should be about.
You know, it's amazing that I'm in this position because yesterday it seemed everyone, and now you're doing it, echoing as well, everyone was giving LeBron more credit than I was for setting the tone.
Yeah, you should let us do that.
I mean,
we'll get there.
Yes, LeBron was part of setting the tone, but I don't think it works if Durant is not on that opening possession out there pressuring Curry 30 feet from the basket. If you don't have, Steph was kind of, you know, humorously eating popcorn on the sideline, but obviously while he was in the game, he was into it. And then you also had the younger guys, Giannis and Embiid, two of the young starters, saying, "Oh, okay, like this could be a star turn for me." Giannis struggled a bit. I thought Embiid did well in it. I thought all the guys embraced the new format, embraced the charity aspect of it, and as you mentioned, they heard the criticism from guys such as yourself and other of the all-time greats.
I think all of us.
Yeah, but I think they care more about when you say it, when guys that were the guys they look up to as basketball stars saying, man, the All-Star game used to mean something. Like, that's what I wanted. What did the All-Star game mean when you were playing it?
Well, we understood the magnitude of the All-Star game in terms of the responsibility that we had as players to move the game forward. I mean, when you are the best players in the game, you have a responsibility generationally. Right? As those of us who have been in the union, we always look at it and say, Sarah, what we have to do to make sure that the next generation eats better, lives better, and play better. And for a while, this generation of players, they have forgot their responsibility to the next generation coming forward. Not from a playing standpoint, but just from the All-Star game standpoint. Because they've taken the game to another level. But when they came to All-Star Weekend, they forgot, like, hey, we got sponsors, we got an international audience, this is our showcase, and they forgot to be competitive while they were entertaining.
Right. Now, the NFL, they face some of the same dilemmas as far as the Pro Bowl. Now, I don't believe they'll be able to solve it. For number one is, there is no player in the NFL like LeBron James. And I say that to mean, there is no player that can say one thing. Even if Tom Brady, if he was in the Pro Bowl, he couldn't make those guys play. And the influence that LeBron has just on the league, on and off the court, I believe it's a very, very special time. And culminated with, how important do you think it was for him to win MVP for his third time?
I think it helped him. I don't think it was important. I thought, you know, just all of the players getting together and just, you know, showing the brotherhood and playing the right way, that was important. But I think for the Pro Bowl, right, if our All-Star game was after the season, right, I don't know if it would be as effective.
Yes.
You know, because you guys, in football, you do it after the season instead of in season.
Right.
The fact that we do it in season, you know, makes it, you know, everybody can come together and really be a part of it.
Isaiah, you mentioned this isn't the new All-Star format. This is how it used to be
Yeah.
back in the day when you just go out and pick teams. So there was so much dialogue about should the draft be televised.
Totally.
When do you think they should do? How should they do it?
I think they should do it, 2 days before.
Friday night, all the guys out there, jerseys on the court,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and then you can let people get mad because so when we picking, right? It's always that one person that be like, "Oh, you ain't gonna pick me."
So
And it's always that one person that's giving you the eye, and you like,
you don't want him guarding you, and you don't want to guard him.
and you don't want him mad at you,
Yes.
right? It's like that one dude that would always show up to the court, right? And you would say, "Who got next?" And you'd be, I got next. But can I run with you? But you waiting to pick somebody who's still playing,
Yes.
right? And
Yes.
you saying,
All right, so let's go back in time. It's 1990. You're a captain. Michael Jordan's a captain.
Right.
You have the #1 pick. And again, we can fudge the years a little bit. But tell me what those teams look like. What's your?
what year you say?
I said 1990. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You guys had
All right.
the year after you guys won your second title, right? That would have
Okay.
been 1990.
Right.
You and Jordan considered the two
Right.
best players in the league. You guys are the two captains. That way, we don't have to worry about one of you guys picking
Right.
the other one. So just you have the first pick. What are you doing?
I got Magic.
You got Magic.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea who Michael goes with?
He'd probably take Pippen.
Pippen. He just got there.
Yeah, probably take
There you go. Who's your first big man off the board?
Probably Lambeer.
Lambeer. Hold on. You can't take Lambeer first, man.
Dude, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I'm taking my teammates. They would understand Magic being the first pick. Mm-hmm. After that, I'm taking Rodman, I'm taking Lambeer, I'm taking all the Pistons.
They didn't get named.
And we
for the
playing
All-Star.
against everybody, right?
So you don't,
I like it.
You don't care about any of the guys' feeling. You're gonna pick the best team for you to hoop that day.
That day, and then when I have to go
When
back
you
to
go
the
back
locker
home.
room,
Yeah.
He does care.
yes, I got to go back to the locker room.
Hakeem Olajuwon is sitting right there. Patrick Ewing is sitting right there.
Dude,
David Robinson.
Dude, I love you. And to this day, right? Mm-hmm. I'm with Lambeer over David Robinson. I'm with Lambeer over Patrick Ewing. I'm with Lambeer over Elijah Wan. I'm with Lambeer. I'm with Lambeer over Abdul-Jabbar.
All right, well, I mean,
You got rings to back it up.
Yeah. And by the way, he didn't foul Kareem on that last play.
that's the second time really brought this up. The finals. Oh God.
I'm riding with the people who are in the car with me.
Okay.
It's us against the world. You ain't seen that T-shirt, Detroit against everybody?
Yeah.
That's us.
Yeah, Detroit's been taking those losses, though. You're trying to help them out, but it's fine.
Yeah, now, last question, and I know it's important to you because the impact that you made on me as a 14-year-old when I first met you. The saying that we as athletes are just athletes. Where does that stand with you? Who I saw you as an athlete do things for me as a kid who I didn't have no promise. You had just met me. But the impact that you've made on young people traveling around the world playing basketball, where does that sit with you, you just being just an athlete?
Well, first of all, you have to see past our jersey. We're not just an athlete, right? We're citizens, right? We live in this country. And by the way, when they say education is about participation and observation, so when you're talking about race and politics in this country, right, in sport, and by the way, I'm studied.
Yeah.
Right? I got my master's.
Yeah.
In this conversation here that we're talking about in race, sports, and cultural studies, when you're talking about participation and observation, LeBron James has participated in sport. He's participated as a citizen. So therefore, he has the right to critique what's happening in this country from an observation standpoint. So his observation as a sports person, as a citizen, and also as a participant in society where we're talking about race, okay, there is no more of an authority figure to talk about these things than him. So athletes have always had the benefit in the platform to talk about race, society, and politics because of their unique personal experience of observation and participation. So they are the experts, and that's why they come to sport to always have the hard conversations around race, gender, class, and politics. They have it here in sport, and then sport reflects and tells society how to act.
That's awesome.
Isaiah, we're going to have you hang with us a little while longer.
Thank
We've got
you.
more good stuff coming up. Is there a new team in the mix to land LeBron James? That's next on First Things First.